Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn and Scorpio connection reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not, as that may be meant for someone else. All right, so Capricorn and Scorpio, what's going on? Oh, Nine of Swords, Nine of Swords. Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Definitely you're stressing about something, you're staying up at night, you're worrying about something, you're trying to find the balance within a relationship, because we have the Two of Pentacles, which is balance within different areas of your life. It could also represent a lot of ups and downs within the relationship. Right? You're worrying about things, you're stressing about things. How do I find that balance? Where do I go from here? We've got the Two of Wands, so moving forward, thinking about your future. How are you going to work through this? So definitely there's a lot of stress within this relationship, and trying to find, is there one person that's spending too much time at work or not? Is there someone who's not spending enough time in the relationship? I'm not going to take the whole thing, but I did see this card here. Emotions and feelings, and there's a sensitive, somebody's overly sensitive, somebody's maybe not being sensitive enough. Something to do with a job and a career. Maybe someone wants to start a new job or a career, but the other person isn't being understanding about, it's not seeing the importance of the decision that this is important to you. Partnership. The Hierophant. Faith and belief in building a strong foundation. I feel like there's one person that wants to pursue something. There's one person that wants to start a new hobby, start a new job, go back to school. And I feel like the other person is having insecurity with that. Like they're almost like they're having separation anxiety. I'm kind of feeling couple different things here. Is that there's someone that wants to pursue something, but the other person is not feeling secure with that person branching off and doing that. I also feel like there could be a new opportunity that's coming in for someone, and you're worried and you're stressed about, how am I going to make this work? What is the balance? It could be a new job that's coming in that you're wondering, how am I going to be able to deal with the relationship and deal with this? How am I going to spread my time? It can be very overwhelming when you have a lot on your plate, and trying to find that balance between work and family and friends and yourself, and you're spreading yourself too thin, and you can feel overwhelmed by it. And I feel like within a relationship, you have to have that partnership, that strong base, that strong partnership, that you feel that the relationship can handle any kind of changes or any kind of situations, but you have that strong base, and you know that the two of you will be able to work through it and get past it. And I feel like that's kind of what you want to build and what you want to have, because there's an opportunity for someone here for something new, but it's putting a lot of strain and stress on the relationship. But I feel like someone's insecure with the other person. I'm not sure who is who. I mean, if this resonates with you, you would understand what I'm saying. Somebody's overly sensitive. Somebody's emotional. The Emperor. Page of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. I feel like communication is incredibly important. I feel like you have to figure out how you're feeling, and you have to be able to communicate with the other person and see how they're feeling, and figure out if there's insecurities, where are those, and work on those. If the other person is feeling insecure about things, what are those things that you can do to help that person with those securities, to help them to feel better? If you're feeling insecure about something, what are those things that other person can do for you to help you feel more secure, to help you feel like, okay, it's okay. I know that this is going to be hard for a little bit, but it's going to benefit the relationship moving forward. Sometimes we have those times in our life where, you know, our partner, there may be a new job opportunity, or there's something new. Or it could just be that, you know, is somebody feeling like they're not having enough time to themselves? Sometimes we feel like we need that alone time, and we need to do those things that make us happy because it makes us recharged. It's almost like having that individuality within the relationship, and doing those things that make you happy also help to strengthen the relationship that you have with that other person, because you're happier, because you're in a good mood, because, you know, you're feeling like you're recharging yourself, but it's also recharging the relationship. I just feel like we have Temperance, which again is balance in that back and forth. There's something that's off balance within this relationship, and I feel like somebody is feeling a lack of something. And that could be causing frustration and irritation and fights and disagreements or distance between the two of you. And that's what has to be worked on. That's what has to be realized. Oh, I love it. Ace of Cups. Rekindling this relationship, working on this relationship, having your cup overflowing with emotions and fulfillment, having your partner's cup overflowing with emotions and fulfillment, but also the partnership between the two of you overflowing with emotions and fulfillment. That's what you have to work on. Somebody is feeling a lack. There's either something that someone wants to present to somebody else that they're worried about, but I feel like somebody is feeling a lack of something that they want to pursue, and they're trying to figure out the balance on how to make this work. The Fool, taking a chance, a leap of faith, something, a new beginning, a new start. I don't feel that there's a breakup. I just feel something's off balance. And it's really getting to the core of what is off balance. And what are you stressing about? What is that anxiety? What's keeping you up at night? What are you worrying about? Writing those things down, figuring those things out, and then having that conversation with your partner to say, okay, this is what's worrying me. This is what's bothering me. These are the solutions. This is how I see this working. This is how I see this going. What do you think? And having that open communication. Communication is extremely important in a relationship, having that back and forth. And I feel like there hasn't been this back and forth. I feel like this person has kind of been taking it all on themselves. And I feel like that needs to be released. That needs to be let go. Because I feel like once you have that communication and you work those things out, I definitely feel like things are going to feel better, especially with this Ace of Cups coming out here. And I just feel like that's lacking there. That communication is very important. Sometimes we worry about having those conversations. We're like, well, I don't really know how that person's going to take it, but you know, you don't want to keep that inside and assume a person's going to take it. Sometimes you'll be surprised, right? They may surprise you. And it may not, you may have been making it out to be bigger than it actually would have been, right? So, but I feel like it's something that you need to get off your chest, that you need to work on. This person here needs to work on. Because you're thinking about the future and what are those steps. You want to take those steps to make those changes. I feel like there's something you want to pursue. I feel like it's this, whatever here. And to bring the relationship closer together. And build that strong foundation so that when changes come, that it's not something really big or overwhelming. I just feel, again, it's communication between the two of you that has to be worked on. And when you do, I feel like it brings in the Sun card and the Emperor, that power, that direction, right? You're feeling empowered because you're pursuing those things that you want to pursue. We have growth. It could be a growth spurt within this relationship where your relationship is growing. I feel like definitely with this here, the Two of Wands, the relationship is growing. but also you're growing individually. And again, with the Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, growing. You go through growth spurts in a relationship where sometimes it goes along and then there's some changes that need to happen. And it's like, how is the relationship going to adjust? But the main thing is having that Page of Wands is communication. Having that open communication between the two of you and being able to express your feelings and how you're feeling and how is that other person, not assuming how the other person feels, but actually having the communication to figure that out and talk about it and work through it and find the solution that works, the balance that works best for both of you. Page of Wands is communicating, communicate, communicate. That helps the relationship to bond and become stronger. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.